Alright, welcome everyone to another episode of Gamers episode of the Discord and YouTube. If you like what you see on this content, video content, past content, make sure to share, follow, like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Join my Discord community or add me on YouTube. Hey, Gamer2k, what's up? Um, we have tonight on tonight's game. We have that Sunday night prime time game is Minnesota Vikings. And it's take who's 6-7, 6-7. Take on Dallas Cowboys, who's 11-2. So take on 11-2. And let's see. What's up, Joe Farts? What's up? And so for the Manchester Shoes, Dallas Cowboys got an offense point per game. Dallas Cowboys got a passing yards. Dallas Cowboys got a rushing yards. Minnesota Vikings got opponents per game. Oh, Minnesota have opponents passing yards, and Minnesota have opponents rushing yards. So let's get to the top three players for Minnesota Vikings. Top three players for Minnesota Vikings is wide receiver Justin Jefferson, 99 overrating, 55 receptions, 565 receiving yards. Defense tackle Jay Allen, 88 overrating, 48 tackles, 2 tackles for loss. Free safety H. Smith, 87 overrating, interceptions, 1 interception, 1 pass and deflects. Now, top three players for Dallas Cowboys. Wide receiver C. Lamb, 95 rating, 53 reception, 871 receiving yards. Quarterback Dak Prescott, 90 rating, 3,590 passing yards, 24 passing touchdowns. Defense tackle Q Williams, 89 rating, 52 tackles, 9 tackles for loss. So, hey boo boo, hey boo boo, hey boo boo, what's up boo boo? What are you up to, boo boo? And then injuries. Minnesota have 9 injuries. Hey, Queen Coffee, if you want to jump out, Queen Coffee, you can. Hey, boo boo, what's up? How are you? Hi, Queen, you want to jump up? You could jump in the box. I will make you an admin if you want to. Um, yeah, there's all the injuries. I'm not going to say but I'm just going to get better here. Okay, sounds good. You're always welcome. You're always welcome. Hi, Sarah. What's up, everyone? Let's get to the game. So here it goes.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Primetime. On the visitor's sideline, it's the Vikings head man Kevin O'Connell. His guys have really been struggling. 2-6 in their last 8. On the Cowboys side, it's head coach Brian Schottenheimer. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Vikings come out. Technically it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. He certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and at the front of that is the play of the quarter.
Nice game on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That's how he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. They'll put Addison in motion. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll lead to a second down. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On the ground is Mason. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the gun, here's McCarthy. A little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. He'll try to run for it.
A 7-yard gain.
Set to go now on first and 10.
A gain of 7.
To throw is McCarthy. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Here's McCarthy. He's going to run it. And he will score! J.J. McCarthy. Touchdown, Vikings. That's his third rushing touchdown of the year.
And when things haven't been going your way, like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Cavante Turpin on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
The thing that stuck out to me, Mike, was when we met with him this week, immediately, right at the start of the production meeting, was his ability to take ownership of last week's loss. He said, listen, if I don't make those 2 interceptions, we probably win that game. And when you go back and watch the tape, I love how hard he is on himself. He played pretty good ball. If he can eliminate those couple bad throws, a couple bad decisions, when he's good, he is as good as there is in the NFL.
And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down. First and 10.
The first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Cowboys.
First down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll pick up 23 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
4 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
Williams? No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go back.
And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
1 yard on the play.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. There's Kevin O'Connell, NFL Coach of the Year in 2024. His Vikings head back out there. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On play action, here's McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 33 yards. 38-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Another 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
And the Vikings first down.
To Jefferson on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Brought him down. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Cowboys.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Now McCarthy. That's into the hands of Jordan Mason. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Jordan Mason. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Vikings 14. Cowboys 7.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 40-yard line.
Dak gonna run with it himself.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got that complete to Turpin. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
A give, and here comes Williams. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. Now it is 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal.
Brought down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 3.
One more time for Williams. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here. And I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air. Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This about as short as you can get. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are back within 4 at 14-10.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll do so with 1st and 10. A run. And here's Mason. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And the Vikings, 1st down. A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
For Jordan Addison, incomplete. He was defended by Deron Bland.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
To throw, it's McCarthy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. 1st down, Minnesota.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's 2nd and 2.
brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go down the field. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Couple of yards short. And this is going to be a turnover on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10.
From the 32 now,
32-yard
here's
line.
1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. This one is caught by Turpin. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
On the option, here's Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Cowboys.
For a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a toss, left side, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Here's a third down and 4.
Makes it third and 4.
To throw is Prescott. That's out wide to Williams. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Vikings with the edge. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football from the 35. It's first and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Second down, Prescott. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Here's Prescott. They'll be forced to just blow that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the third and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Brings up second and 12 at the 20-yard line.
In motion, Naylor. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 55 yards on the game.
And after that explosive play, they have a chance to extend their lead even more, and they have had their way. The defense has had no answers for anything they've done in the passing game, and they don't find out a way to slow them down. They could be in for a long game. Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal He has enough. First down.
It's a gain of 2.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not having it. Gonna lose a yard.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
That's to the left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. Looking to throw. McCarthy trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal. This from 30 yards out. Riker's kick is good. And the Vikings add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. The drive begins with a run by Williams. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
13 yards on the play. And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Dak can throw it here on first down. To the outside. Catch made by Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Now, this looks like a design run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
We'll try to run for it with Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage. The stop made at the 31, but a new set of downs. First down picked up. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On play action, here's Dak.
The key to this play here, Mike, is the anticipation of the snap. Watch how he's able to time the center, and when that ball moves, he hits it, gets through into the backfield, and he brings the quarterback down before the receivers even got out of their breaks.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Dak to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
I always think you could tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
2 yards on the pick.
First carry now for Dayton Blue. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Pistol now for Prescott. To the goal line and in. C.E. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Now Aubrey for the extra point. got it. And the Cowboys go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Vikings offense getting set to get back to work. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. In motion, Naylor. They'll run. This is Mason. He'll manage only a couple. Donovan Ezaraku there to make the play. On the ground is Mason. And he is planted. Backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar. And they have been so far. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Now, Prescott. Into the hands of Pickens. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Vikings offense back onto the field for their next possession. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. And I believe a Viking was able to get his hands on it. Yes, he was. Minnesota will keep the ball.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 6 yards.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. Play action now. Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire 1st half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
He'll get about 2. Kendall Fuller up to make the stop. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A quick slash taken by Lamb. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Prescott. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Prescott. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward. Trying to pitch one forward. That was an option there, but it does fall incomplete. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
Again, Prescott to the air. Left side, caught by Lamb. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Prescott again. He's got his man. It's Pickens. And the Cowboys are going to have it 1st and goal. He's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this off.
Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. Devon Gottschalk. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his 1st on the year. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I, back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. On 2nd down, it's Dak. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have it for this guy.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. There's Kevin O'Connell, NFL Coach of the Year in 2024. His Vikings head back out there. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. He's got his man, Jefferson. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their 1st. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
To throw is McCarthy. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw once more. Here's McCarthy. That's swung out to Mason. That's the 2nd charge timeout for Minnesota. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. To the air once more is McCarthy. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down. Throwing again is McCarthy. That's to the outside, and he's got Jefferson. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
Up the middle they go. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain.
And he's in. Touchdown, Vikings. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Reichard good with the extra point. And the Vikings are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And good, hard running there. He'll push his way forward, gain of about 5. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. It's been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And he's been a workhorse in the backfield this season, right there amongst the league leaders in rushing late in the campaign. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 34-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Back to throw is Prescott. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. 3rd and 10.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Kendall Fuller.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing side, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
The Vikings offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Strong running there. Inside the 30. On the move with a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll stick with him again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and less.
They'll run the sneak. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
It's a gain of a
Set to
yard.
go now on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard
On
line.
the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Pushed out to his left. There he goes again. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the first down. Good, smart play with the slide by J.J.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
they got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
He'll go again here from the 10-yard line. Second down and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
It's third and goal.
They'll look to throw for it with McCarthy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Vikings will tie the game here in the third quarter.
So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive. But when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up. And they were able to do that here.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The head man in Dallas, Brian Schottenheimer, his offense going back to work once more. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's first and 10. Not much happening there, just a short game. Now a second down throw for Prescott. He's got that complete to Turpin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a designed run. He'll take off again. Here's a second down and 7 from the 37. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. It'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Dallas first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Go play action. It's Prescott. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. Here comes second and 4.
Schoonmaker. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
From the shotgun, it's down. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen. He works his way in, and a big milestone sack, number 50 in his career.
And this defense, they just continue to put in a great night's work. I mean, Mike, you think whether it's been blitz schemes, stunts, whatever, you name it, this offensive line has had its hands full. They have allowed their quarterback to be hit way too many times.
On third down, Prescott. Picked up by the former Eagle, Isaiah Rodgers. He works free, right side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Minnesota. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only do they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
Will Reichert now on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Vikings will go up by 7.
Vikings 34. Cowboys 27.
Reichert out now following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. This one fielded at the 15. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed back to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Now it's Williams. And he'll get about 5. From the 38 now, here's second and 5.
A A gain of 5 brings up
It's another run here for Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He was brought down
Here's a
by
third
Javon
down
Hargrave.
and 4.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. They'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. A run. And here's Mason. He'll push forward for about a yard. Asante Samuel up from the corner spot to make the stop. From the 20, here's 2nd and 9.
At the 20-yard line.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll step up and run this. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
Yards on the play. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Now a give on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. To throw, it's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So many of these possessions start with negative plays on 1st down, and you're just going to hear every offensive coordinator stress. It is so important we don't fall behind the sticks, but when you just can't pass protect and give your quarterback time, this is going to continue to happen.
That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and it'll be 3rd down. Throwing is Prescott. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
1st down, Minnesota.
Now a give up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, here's McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
A gain of 19 yards.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Tight end motioning left. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. He elects to go down to the ground and give himself up.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
A 32-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Vikings will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Short kick taken just inside the 20. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the give, it's Williams. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
7-yard gain. And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll go again here with Williams. They'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Josh Metellus there on the tackle.
47-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 6 yards to go.
Dak to throw. That's out wide to Williams. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Cowboys. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. First and 10 now from the 36. Play action now. Prescott. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he's going to make his way out of bounds. That did not work as planned. Good size loss to take on 1st down. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. The defender bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
3rd down and 16.
To the air again. Prescott. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
And this one. No good. And this will remain a two-possession game.
You know, the hardest part about these missed kicks, Mike, is for all the guys that work so hard to put the ball in position to come away with points. You kind of trot off the field. You're hoping that next possession has a different result.
The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Vikings first down.
The tight end going in motion to the left.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first down, here's McCarthy. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They'll run it here with Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up third and goal. Third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy.
McCarthy's pass.
So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. This about as short as you can get. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Vikings will extend their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. Pistol now for Prescott. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play fake. Prescott. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and a couple.
Second and 2 at the 50-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous
12
spot.
yards on the play. Leads to third.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Prescott now. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 7 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 7. Now Prescott. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Andrew Van Ginkel. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's third and long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Dak facing third and long. He's got his man, It's Pickens. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 43 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback.
And he will score! Game on! Jaden Blue! Touchdown, Cowboys! Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The extra point by Aubrey is good. Cowboys are back within 6. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to put a man in motion to the right. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. On the ground is Mason. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down. So they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds. The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
On 3rd down, Prescott. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Here goes Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They run over center with Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now, this looks like a design run. He'll try to run for it. Big play coming up. This is third down. Here's Dak to throw. Now screen set up for Blue. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. This is almost certainly 4-down territory if they need them all. Touchdown, extra point gives them the lead. It is first down and goal. And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4. Inside the 5, it is second and goal. Here comes the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, in this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Price now to return it. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The Vikings offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Mason. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll put Addison in motion. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. Third down coming up. Now McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. The defense uses its second time out here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. McCarthy going to look to throw again. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. It is 3rd and 10. To the air once more is McCarthy. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. That's down the field for Lamb. That is caught. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 55 yards on the game.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. To throw is Dak. There's a short one caught by Ferguson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now a second down throw for Prescott. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, here's McCarthy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Here we go. One final play. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute. And they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. Game they really did struggle in. It looked like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.